Hey guys, so I wanted to let you know about a great deal that I stumbled across. They are Physicians Formula Baked Collection Wet Dry Eyeshadow Palettes, and they're at Dollar Tree. There's 4 different ones, and these are what they used to look like before the round ones that they have now. The round ones that they have now that are the Baked Collection, you get 3 different colors, and they are shimmery. These are matte, and so, they have no shimmer or anything whatsoever to them. And they are wet dry eyeshadows, but the only way, well, let me tell you how I use them. I've used 2 out of the 4 palettes now, and what I do is I use my lid color and my crease color wet, and then the lid color, it comes with a tiny little sponge tip applicator. I use the lid color dry with the sponge tip applicator, and then I use brushes. I spray my brushes with MAC Fix Plus, but you don't have to do that. I feel like it makes them work maybe just a hair better than just using plain water because it has emollients in it. But if you don't have any MAC Fix Plus, you could just use plain old water. So let's see. Let me show you the 4 different colors. This one is called Baked Butter, and I believe this is the one that I have on today. So I just used this creamy highlight color with the sponge tip applicator, and then I put this on my lids and this in the crease. And these are all neutrals, and I would say 3 out of the 4 palettes are best suited to somebody with warm toned skin, but that doesn't put me off. I love my neutrals, and I don't care what it's best suited towards. I just really enjoy using them. So that's what they look like on. So very mellow, very natural, nothing wham in your face. And that one is Baked Butter. And then this one is, oh yeah, another thing I meant to tell you about this before I forget is I took one of each color or one of each name off the shelf, and when I got home and took them out of the package, because they came in a sealed package with like a cardboard backing, and when I took them out of the package, I found that I didn't have a Baked Sans anymore, which is what I thought I had bought. Instead, I got 2 pallets of Baked Butter, but in other words, what was in the package wasn't what it said on the cardboard. But if you look at these side by side, okay, they both say Baked Butter on the back, but they're not exactly the same. If you look, see how on this one, the dark brown is a dark brown, and on this one, it's a different type of shade, sort of like a pinky medium brown. And then for the lightest color, there's a slight variation in all 3 of them. But the one that was supposed to be Baked Sans, I didn't get it because, they had put the wrong one in the package. So anyway, that's the deal with that. So I have 2 that say Baked Butter. One of them was supposed to be Baked Sans. But, I did go to the store again and looked at another one that said Baked Sans, and they're just too similar to get another one, This one is called Baked Souffle, and this is the one that I wore this yesterday. So see, there's not a big variation in the colors between these 2 or 3 palettes. The one that I feel is the most unique, which I should have wore this today just to see what it was like. This one is called Baked Sweets because this color right here is almost like, kind of like a lilac, but it's like a warm lilac. And then this shade here is like a purpley brown. So this palette is a little different than the others, but they're all kind of similar, I guess, so you don't really need all 4 of them. But for $1, I don't really like them dry. because they don't go on that well unless you use the sponge tip applicator that comes with it, or any sponge tip applicator. Then you can maybe do the highlight shade like I did today, but to try to use the whole palette dry isn't going to really work that well. But wet, they work fine. But they are very, very mellow, not super pigmented, but, you know, very, very natural. Not really wild about the way these particular colors in this palette that I used today look on me, but like I said, I love my neutrals, so don't know if I would buy this particular one again. Baked butter, yeah. But I think this one that has the purple in it is probably going to look good. And then the other one that I had on yesterday I liked a lot, Baked Souffle. But I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on this because Physicians Formula is normally very expensive. One of the most expensive drugstore brands that there is. So anytime you can get Physicians Formula for $1. Oh, and also they had 2 different kinds of eyeliners by Physicians Formula. They had just a regular pencil eyeliner, but it was kind of wide, so I didn't get it because I thought the way it was shaped would be sort of awkward. But then for those of you that like felt tip liners to do like wings and stuff, they had one of those. So they had a felt tip liner to do winged eyeliner. So yeah, I'm not really an eyeliner gal. I usually will just take a little bit of eyeshadow and drag it down along here. I didn't do that today, but yeah, so there's a couple different kinds of eyeliners to choose from too. And they've also had a lot of e.l.f. at Dollar Tree. I also saw some Bonnie Bell products, some Bonnie Bell lipsticks and lip glosses, and so they've had quite a bit of things to choose from at Dollar Tree lately, aside from the stuff that you always see. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on this, and I'll see you next time. Bye.